Hello, everyone. My name is Kalaysia Robinson.
And I'm Natalie.
And we are Savannah State students. Today, we are going to be doing our podcast, a recap of Homecoming. It was a week ago. It was about a week ago.
It feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it does feel like it was yesterday. It was a beautiful week. This was my first and last homecoming as an undergrad and as a senior. So, it was great. It was a great experience.
It's my last this year, so next year I'll be back as an alumni, which I'm so excited for.
Yes, we'll be back as alumni.
I'm going to everything next year.
Definitely.
Everything.
Definitely. I think last fall semester was my first homecoming at Savannah State. I only went to the game, and I was kind of just like, okay, game, tailgate. Tailgate, most times you know people, but that was my first semester. I was walking around. I did not know where to go. I didn't know anybody.
It's still a vibe, though.
No, it was definitely still a vibe.
Last year, who they have? They had somebody performing out. Fabo. That took
Really?
me by surprise.
Wow. I didn't go to any of those events.
That was crazy. That was fun.
But yeah, so this year the theme was Welcome to the Show, which is Savannah State Homecoming on the waters because, Savannah State is on the marsh. To start off the week, we had on Sunday, it was a jungle gym, which was basically just a bunch of grown adults jumping around on bounce houses and dancing and singing and doing line dances and stuff like that. I didn't go to the first couple events, because, working woman. And,
Same.
We're both super busy, but
busy.
The footage and the pictures that came out from these events, it looked like it was.
I was
a great
on
time.
Instagram at work, just scrolling through all the pictures and videos. I wasn't doing any work, sorry, but I was really invested in all the outfits.
Yeah,
all of the fun, the videos. It really looked a really good time.
Like I really wish I was out there. I that was actually one of the events I really wish, but
And it's such a interesting thing because a bouncy house for homecoming, like
who does that?
Who would think about that?
Savannah State would.
Love it.
And yeah, we love that. So next after Sunday, on Monday, we had a gospel tiny desk, starting the week off with the Lord.
With the Walls group.
With the Walls group. Yes, the Walls
Which
group
I love.
performed. Yeah. I don't know a lot of their songs.
Love it. We're going to get you updated on that.
Please do. I do like that we started off with, a little gospel because homecoming week.
Exactly. And it was our come to Jesus moment.
It can get a little wild, with all the parties and stuff like that.
It can.
So it was a cute little concert. I like that concept. Next after that on Tuesday, now this is where I started to go to a couple of the events. Literally went to class, finished dance rehearsal. I'm getting dressed, putting on my makeup, putting on my dress. My students are like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, none of your business. So the Met Gala.
The Met
Gala was gorgeous. There were a lot of beautiful outfits, a lot of sequins, a lot of feathers, super high heels that were taken off.
I loved the outfits. They were beautiful. I love when people get creative with their formal wear. So a lot of the dresses, the ball gowns, the mermaids, the jumpsuits, the two-piece sets, the suits even, I love it.
It was great. And so you had the Met Gala. Now, during the Met Gala, there were a few of the modeling organizations that we have on campus. They would do their stroll or their walk. I'm not sure what the correct term for it is.
Yeah.
Don't want to be wrong, don't want to lie. But, they would do they were showing off their outfits and doing their routines. And I was like, oh, wow, they were stunning. They were owning that, run through. What is
runway?
Runway.
Okay.
That is the correct word for it. I got it.
We got it.
The DJ was also giving out free Boosty tickets. He was like, "Hey, anyone who gets up here can rap this verse. You get free Boosty tickets." And one of my friends, shout out Journey, she got up there and she didn't know any of the words. I don't know why. She came off the stage and said, "Why did you do that?" She was like, "Just cause." You know what?
I love it. I love her energy.
We love that because
why not?
It's homecoming.
It's homecoming. This is the time to do the craziest stuff.
Yeah,
for no reason.
For no reason. For the plot.
For the plot.
And we love that.
Exactly.
Next after that, on Wednesday, we had the pep rally and the concert. And let me just say, the middle, that was a good day. That was a good night. That was a good afternoon. First you had the pep rally part, of course, and I was impressed because I believe the dance group was Elite Army. So watching their routine as a dancer myself, I was just and their routine was long.
Right.
It was 20 songs mixed together. It had voiceovers, voice acting. And
it was a whole setup.
It was a whole setup. And I was thoroughly impressed because seeing that much energy and then seeing that much time and effort.
Right. Because as a dancer, I'm sure that's really impressive to see.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to get out there. Like, I was like, the choreography was fire. It was just so amazing.
I love that.
It was great. Like, the costumes, the acting. And then I loved that they did songs that the crowd knew. So, like, the crowd would get hype as well. Like, they did, like, TikTok trends in their dancing choreography. And I know it's, like, sometimes in the dance world, like, a lot of professional dancers or whatever, they don't care for it because they don't see it as, you know, real dance. But like if it gets people up, active and moving and it gets them hyped.
And it's a pep rally.
It's a pep rally.
Get them pep.
You get them pep. Like it's in the name. Then after the pep rally, you had the concert and that was fun. That was great. I don't even know.
I loved the energy in the room. It was really nice.
It was great. I'm honestly like at a loss for words because that was honestly probably the highlight for my homecoming.
Wow.
It was like you had Bunnaby, she performed.
Yes.
And she was great. She was interacting with the crowd. Everyone knew her words. And I'm not well versed in her music, but I think I've heard some of her songs like on TikTok or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So like when they announced that she was performing, I was like, I knew Waka Flocka. But I was like, I had no idea who.
I'm a little bit older, so Waka Flocka, yeah.
Yeah, Waka Flocka. I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
And then I had to hear the song, and I was like, oh yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah, as soon as like she played one of the songs, and like she did that thing, I was like, oh, okay.
Yes,
I was like,
exactly.
I know who
it's all
that.
Clicking now.
It was clicking. So she did great. She was interacting with the crowd. She did amazing.
Yes.
Her set was amazing. Her lighting was great. Then next was Waka Flocka, and that was it for me. I was in because we had like our media passes and everything like that. I was like right there. Like the stage was as close as this mic was to my face. Like I was right there, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is Waka Flocka. And at one point, this part was so scary to me. At one point, he jumped off the stage right by me, like bumped into me. As I'm recording him. He jumps off the stage. I'm like, oh, he's right there in front of me. He zooms into the audience. And I'm like, oh, okay. A police officer grabs my shoulders and snatches me to the side. I said, oh my God. And they're like chasing him through the crowd. I was scared. I was genuinely scared. And he did not tell anyone that he was going to go swag surfing in the crowd with everyone. But I think that was amazing of him to interact with the crowd and make sure that,
like we said, it's a pep rally.
It is a pep rally. Like it was, he was great. He was very nice. He was very sweet. At one point, he stole my sister's fan because she went with us. He like stole her fan. It was like using it. Like, and I wish, oh my God, I think she has a video. I'm gonna see if like we can get that video. But like he stole her fan and was like, and walked across stage. He gave it back. He gave it back. He's not a thief. But so that was great. And then at the end of the night, to close the event, we got to get a picture with him, the media group. And it was crazy because they told us, they're like, hey, y'all wait over here, wait on the side, we're gonna, you can't come in yet, you can't come in. Then like we're waiting. She comes back, oh yeah, he's gone. What happened to our picture? Now, we didn't chase him down or anything. He came back, and then we got our photo. So, great photo out. You know, that's one for the books.
I love that.
You know, and I did also get a video of him. He looked so confused, but I also did get him to do a shout-out video to our dance studio. I was like, hey, can you say OSDA Life real quick? He was like, OSDA Life. I was like, okay, that's good enough for me. I was like, that's good enough for me. But yeah, so thank you, Waka Flocka, if you ever see this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love it.
Next, after the pep rally, Thursday was the Coronation and Alumni Connect. Now, I did not go to that, but I'm guessing this is when alumni really started to show up and show out, again, because this was an alumni event, and we were crowning Mr. and Miss Savannah State University. So
who looked great.
They looked gorgeous.
My goodness.
Oh my gosh. They looked great. I'm sorry, like they were stunning. They were there's a reason they are Mr. and Miss Savannah State. Like,
absolutely.
Come on. And I know that their portfolio, their resume is going to look amazing. That's some great lore, you know, to look back on to tell your kids. You're like, you know, did you know I was Miss
It's a flex for sure.
That is a flex. For sure. Like, and I'm pretty sure that they worked very, very hard to earn those titles. Then on, what was it? Thursday? No.
Thursday.
Nope. No, I think that's Friday. Friday, yes. Friday, we had the Yard Fest alumni fish fry, and then it was also a Greek stroll off. Now I was at work that morning, but I was able to attend the afternoon Greek step show, and I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. I have never been to a Greek step show. And it was just, again, from a dancer's perspective, it's very different from like ballet, jazz, tap, all that stuff. But the synchronization, I can just tell like they worked to, really put on that show. Who won? Sigma Gamma Rho. They won best performance, I believe, of the sorority. And I just want to say, like, they brought, I don't know what the proper term for it is. I apologize if this is disrespectful. They have the canes. I think they're canes. Oh my gosh. And it was just so in sync. I was so impressed. I was genuinely so impressed. And I was just wowed. I was like, wow, like this is like they really do this.
Step show is always really good. The energy, I like when it's really loud and everybody's really engaged in it.
And then you had really other chapters like in the audience, cheering them on.
Exactly.
It got really rowdy in my section at one point. Almost got ran over, but we're good. We're good. They had a great time. They had a great time. You know what I'm saying?
You got to move out the way at a step show.
You got to move out the way.
I learned how to
you
move out the way.
have to move out the way. You will get ran over.
You will.
Some of the fraternities and sororities, or no, two of the fraternities had game themes. So, and as a game nerd myself, one of them, they did Among Us, and me and my friends play that all the time.
Oh, cool.
And I thought that was so silly. I was over there giggling so bad, and I was like taking pictures, sent to my friends. I was like, y'all, they did an Among Us theme. And they were like, that is so funny. And they also did Assassin's Creed, which is a game. I never finished it, but that is a great game. And I, as like a game nerd, I was sitting there, I was like, I understand that reference. Like, I was like, I felt like
I know what that is.
I know what that means. Then Saturday, we had the parade, the off-campus parade that is held in downtown Savannah. And we touched on this a little bit, or not a lot of it, on last episode with Ms. Donna Kelly Reed.
Yes.
Because, One Spirit Dance Academy was performing, or did perform, during the homecoming parade this year. And it was fun being a student. Yeah. Being able to be a student here and then like performing in the parade, but with, another group of people that I love so much.
Exactly.
It was great. It was great. I was actually up. I went to bed like, 2 or 3 o'clock Saturday morning, and I had to be up at 5. So you can imagine how the day went for me. It was fun.
Okay.
It was fun.
How long did it take?
To
do the whole thing.
The whole thing. I want to say like 30 minutes because, but since we had to be there, our call time was 7 a.m. So that's why I was up that earlier. 7 a.m. We had to, we parked at East Broad. And then, we're waiting there, waiting for, our time to start, and that takes a minute. Everyone has to get organized, stuff like that. Yeah. Got to meet President World, shout out. Mr. President, hello. Thank you for the photo. Got to meet a few of my classmates. One of them, Limbird, he was working with WJCL, so I got to see. It was crazy seeing everything kind of come full circle. It was just like, wow, like, this is my school. Like, this is.
Was the turnout pretty good at the parade from what you saw?
It was great. There were a few times where it was a lot of stopping and starting. So we didn't do a lot of dancing as I thought we would. We trained a lot. We trained a lot, but we did more waving and standing. It was a lot of times where we were just stopping, and I'm guessing maybe there were people getting interviewed in front of us or something like that. But the turnout was pretty good. I can't remember what theater it is. I think it's the Lucas Theater was pretty good, like in terms of turnout, like the crowd, and then MLK Street. It was a lot of people. It was beautiful. It was great. Yeah,
and the weather was nice too.
Yeah, the weather was great. I thought it was going to be a little colder, and like our costumes, like because the theme was trail ride, I believe, or trailblaze. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But we had like the cowgirl hats, like the sequin cowgirl hats. We had our gloves. Now we were dressed. This costume we have used for the MLK parade. The MLK parade is freezing. It was not freezing that day. It was very, very warm. It was very, very humid, especially when we started dancing. Like we had on the mock neck, long sleeve, all black with the combat boots and the glove. It was hot. It was hot. Like I'm not even going to lie to you. Okay. But it was a beautiful turnout.
That's
and
good.
The girls worked so hard.
Yeah.
Like they made it through the whole parade. So the thing is if they made it through the whole parade, they get to have a sleepover. So they earned their sleepover. They were very
Love
happy.
it. As
soon as we got done, the first thing they said, like, you were over there, oh my gosh, congratulations, you guys made it. So when's our sleepover?
They want their payment.
Yeah, they wanted it. So they're gonna have that. They earned it. And yeah, that was great. It was a great experience. And then, after the parade, because this is all the same day, it was tailgate and the game. 3 p.m. was the kickoff. Now, last year tailgate, I didn't know anybody. This year, it was great.
Yes.
I think the best part or the highlight, or not the highlight, or you had a successful tailgate if you can get a plate. If you know somebody, you get a plate, you have had a successful tailgate. And that was me this year. Last year, I was walking around hungry. This year... This year we did it.
Never walk around hungry at a tailgate. Never.
But I didn't know anybody last. Now
you know somebody. If you don't know somebody, you know somebody.
Yeah. This year I felt like I knew everybody. It was
Good.
great. It was
I'm
great.
glad.
I loved it. It was a complete 360. So,
I love it. But the turnout was really good.
Yeah, it was
really good.
Very crowded. It was very crowded. It was a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, between tailgate and the bleachers, it was just so many people. Like, if you thought like if you thought you were going to have more space in the stands, you weren't.
No,
you weren't. If you thought you were going to have more space tailgate, you weren't. You was just buddy with the person
and
next to you.
even getting there a little late because having to work and everything. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, no, seriously, because
but it was worth it.
No, it was definitely worth it because for me it was from the parade, and then I went home to get dressed and like change my outfit and stuff. I wasn't gonna wear a costume to the tailgate,
right?
And then the traffic getting on campus, I was like, I almost told my sister to turn around because it gets to a point. You
like, really got to just park somewhere else and then
just walk. That's what we ended up doing.
We parked. Worth it to take the walk for sure.
We parked at the back of campus, so it was great. It was great. And I will say, the halftime show again. Like, I got to be on the field,
wow.
Because I was like recording for the halftime show. I was like, taking photos, stuff like that. They did great.
Yeah,
they
always do.
I love the band. I just love band. I love band. I did band like in, what was it, middle school, elementary school. So I played the saxophone. So seeing them like march and stuff like that, I was like,
it's my favorite part for sure.
They sounded so good. You had the cheerleaders, you had the majorettes. Like, it was just great. The energy.
It really brings up the energy for sure. The band.
It really, everyone just comes together. It was just a beautiful moment. Like, you really had to be there.
Yeah.
You really had to be there. And then we won.
We
won this year.
I was so excited about that. I was so excited.
Yeah, I'm not a sports fanatic or a sports fan. I don't know the scores of our season this year or previous seasons, but I do know everyone's excited that we won.
I can't remember either, but I was really excited.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah.
I'm glad. We beat Morehouse, so
congratulations to the football team.
Yeah, congratulations. Y'all worked really, really hard.
Yes, we're so proud of y'all.
It's a win well deserved.
For sure.
And it was so cool because like every time they made like a touchdown, like you see the cheerleaders doing like backhand springs and like backflips on the field. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
everybody was really excited.
Everyone was so excited. Actually, our side was so full. I actually saw some of us on the opposing team side or the away side. So the turnout was great. Mm-hmm. I believe that this was a 10 out of 10 homecoming.
It was. And I can't wait for next year.
I really cannot wait for next year.
I'll be an alumni.
Yeah, this will be our first homecoming as an alumni. Yeah. That's crazy for eternity.
Yeah.
Alumni forever.
Are you going to try to come back every year?
That's the goal. I would love to have my own tent. Like that. Like, I don't know how expensive it is. Yeah. I don't know. Like, we're going to have to get some friends together.
Maybe like a mass comm tent.
A mass comm tent.
Somebody needs to make that happen.
Yes, we need to sign that petition.
Yes.
No, literally. So I'm like, in the parts of homecoming, what do you think like was the overarching theme or the overarching feeling that surrounded homecoming this year?
Like a lot of homecomings, it's really that sense of togetherness. Like, everybody is coming back. Even when I was at work and there was some event going on, I can't remember which one, somebody came into my job in the full Savannah State garb. Mm-hmm. And I was like, represent. I can't even be there, but I know you were just there, and I love it. And I talked with her for a few minutes, and she had been an alumni from, I don't remember what year, it was a while ago. And she comes back every year. Doesn't even live in Savannah. So it was like that kind of coming back and having that tradition of coming with the family. That is my favorite part of homecoming. Even people who didn't go to Savannah State. I have friends here in Savannah who never came to this school at all, but are always excited for Savannah State's homecoming. And I think that bringing everybody together is always a really good thing. It's a really beautiful thing, and that's something I look forward to every year.
Yeah, this is definitely a homecoming for the books for me. I mean, it's like a giant family reunion, a giant cookout, barbecue, everyone's doing line dances.
It was nothing like it.
I was just in awe, to be honest, because it was like seeing like all the different generations, all the different classes, the fraternities, the sororities, band majors, like all just coming together. They had some of the drum majors from previous years. They came down on the field and like they were doing like their strolls or their steps and stuff like that. And it was like that feeling of tradition. I loved it. It made me excited to come back as an alumni. It's like, this is something to look forward to. And I never understood it before because I had never experienced it before, like this year, to this extent. But this really, this was it.
It's something to look forward to every single year, which is why I really am going to make it a goal to come back as often as I possibly can.
Yeah, I got to see my underclassmen.
I know.
I got to see my cousins.
The new changes, because I mean, as the years go on, things change and the campus change.
Yeah.
So seeing some of the new stuff is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, 100%. But I think this homecoming, again, it was a 10 out of 10. Would try it again.
Will.
So if you didn't come this year, definitely come. You got to come out next year.
We'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Put it on the calendar.
Even if you aren't a student, just come check us out.
Come on out. Yeah, it's always a good time. Good food, good friendliness, good music.
Good music.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. That's what we love here at Savannah State.
Exactly.
But yep, that's all that we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.